Ist ja auch kein Wunder. Okay, versuchen wir mal in diese Versammlung reinzugehen. Hallo, mein Freund.
Greetings, brother.
What? Who's there? Gods damn it. You gave me a right scare, mate. Where in the Seven Hells did you come from?
The shadows. Step aside, I'm late for the assembly.
Right, of course. Blood and land, brother.
The important thing is not what I say, but how I say it. I must appear forceful and show that I belong at this assembly. Stand aside and let me through.
I just need the passphrase.
Come on, brother, you know me.
Nah, can't say as I do. And if you're not part of the family, you're not welcome here.
You people ought to be ashamed of yourselves. How dare you put this muck on my door? Just because I'm human, don't mean I'm interested in your speciesist propaganda. I've lived next door to Daromath most of my life, and they've never once done me or mine any harm. Here's what I think of your so-called humanist rally. And your Honor Hilarist can go fuck himself. He's a traitor. You all are. When the Azadi finally pack up and leave, we will remember what you've done. Be sure of that.
Okay. Invitation. Vor seinen Augen. So. Das waren nur 2 Teile, oder was? Kann ich die jetzt kombinieren?
It's been torn into 3 pieces.
3. Wo ist das 3. Stück? Bin ich blind? Ich sehe auch so wenig. Wo ist denn das 3. Stück? Da ist der Typ. Kann ich vielleicht schon mal die kombinieren? So. Und mir fehlt noch das Unterteil. Mist. Ich finde es nicht. Aber wenn die Flugblätter verteilen, dann müssen die doch hier auch noch irgendwelche anderen sein, oder nicht? Ja, wenn ich nur was sehen würde, weil man... Kann man nicht, ne? Nee, das macht die Charakterbibliothek auf.
It's disgusting what's going on in there. Them bad-mouthing magicals like they're the problem. The magicals have always lived here. It's the Azadi who've upset the balance of things.
You ought to be more careful speaking ill of the Azadi. The walls have ears.
Oh, what are they gonna do? Ship me off to one of their re-education camps? I'd like to see them try.
Die mag ich.
They might throw you in Friar's Keep.
They wouldn't dare. They respect women, that lot. At least they've got that going for them, unlike those National Front traitors in there.
Excuse me.
Balance! Where did you come from, eh? I didn't even see ya. What do you want? I don't want no trouble.
That piece of paper you tore. Do you have the other half?
What piece of... The National Front flyer? Why? Who are you?
Someone who's on your side.
Well, I dunno. You sound Azadi to me. What do you want that flyer for?
Long story. I need it to find a traitor. A traitor to the rebel cause.
Oh, right. Well, if it means getting back at that National Front filth, then by all means. Take it. And Balance bless you for standing up to those bastards.
Gerne. Aber ich weiß nicht, ob es so schlau war, das vor den anderen zu besprechen. So, kann ich das jetzt untersuchen?
Honor and humanity. It's the slogan used by the National Front. That must be the passphrase I need to get into the meeting.
Aha. Honor and humanity. So.
Step aside, brother.
Gods! You snuck up on me. Blood and land.
Blood, land, honor and humanity. Honor and humanity.
Faith and family, brother. Go on through, mate. The meeting's already begun. If you haven't seen Mr. Illyris speak before, you're in for a proper treat. That man is an example to us all.
Toll, ich gehe zu irgendwelchen Faschisten. Hallo,
Brothers, sisters, cousins, brave, humble human folk. Welcome to this meeting of the National Front for Faith and Family. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you for coming here tonight. Thank you. Thank you for the generosity of your time. Thank you for braving these ill-lit occult courts in your tireless search for truth. Yes. Oh, yes. Despite the selfless work of our benefactors, the enemy lurks out there. In the shadows. Look about.
Gut, dass ich da nicht mehr zuhören muss. Ja, ich rede lieber mit dir, Eselchen. Hallo. Süß.
Do you not smell them? That foreign spice, magic.
I'm too far away to get a real sense of that person.
It warms my heart to see you standing before me.
I'm too far away to get a real sense of that person. There's nothing unusual about that person.
Glory, cousins. Glory be upon you.
There's nothing unusual
Of
about
the
that person.
goddess. Yes.
There's nothing unusual about that
I
person.
spoke recently with
I'm
our
too far away to
benefactors.
get a real.
I spoke to them about that.
I'm too far away to get a real sense of that. Nothing in particular stands out.
Ich muss also so nah an die... Ah, okay, hier kann ich riechen.
I spoke to them. I said, listen to
He
these
reeks
humble
of tobacco.
brave folk, your
An
cousins,
Azadir variant, unless my
Humans
nose deceives me.
brought to their knees
Hammy
by
used to
the
smoke this.
magical, driven to bankruptcy, to moral corruption. Simple, uncomplicated men and
I'm too
women
far away to get a
led
real
astray
sense of
by
that
the
person.
devilish,
He reeks of tobacco.
demonic,
An Azadir
magical,
variant, unless my
the
nose deceives me.
necromancer. I said to
Hammy
them, I
used to smoke
said,
this.
we
Her
need
posture is
to
odd.
make a stand.
It's almost like she's
Now.
tilting slightly to one
Now.
side.
We need to rally behind our benefactors, behind our own. And I said
He
to them,
smells
I
of
said,
lavender oil.
what you need,
Maybe he's a physician.
they need, what we need,
Ich kann also...
someone
Ich
to
muss die
stand
Leute
up
beschnüffeln.
and speak the human cause.
Nothing in
The
particular
true
stands out.
Mercurian.
Nothing in
Someone
particular
not
stands out.
afraid of the magical and his foreign tongues.
She's humming to herself.
Yes,
It's a tune
Yes.
I recognize.
you know me.
A sweet lullaby.
You know me. You know, I seek no fame or fortune. I seek only truth.
There's nothing unusual
I
about
seek
that person.
the light.
There's
I
nothing
seek
unusual
justice
about that
for
person.
brave, humble, human folk like you.
He must be wearing
Yes.
leather
Yes,
undergarments.
yes. I
They
stand
make an
here
unpleasant
before
creaking
you
noise.
as your
Überhaupt nicht
servant.
creepy, so nah an ihn
Stand here before
anzugehen.
you as your
I'm too
humble
far away to get a real
servant.
sense of that person.
Soon the city will elect a new council, a new leader.
His left
One
arm
who
keeps
will
twitching.
take responsibility
He appears to have
for the
some sort of
lawlessness
muscular
that
dysfunction.
haunts these occult, ill-lit lanes. Our benefactors
He
do
smells of
great
lavender
work.
oil.
Ja,
They do
schon.
brave
Maybe
work,
he's a physician.
important work.
Her clothes smell
Illustrious
strongly of
work.
tar and
But they
smoke.
can't be everywhere.
She must be a factory worker.
They can't protect all of you from your dark neighbors.
There's nothing unusual about
And
that
where
person.
the Azadi fall short, where their light
There's
doesn't
nothing
reach,
unusual about that
the
person.
City Watch can help. Take the paper dragons that fly above us as we speak. Yes,
Also der war
those
schon...
He reeks of
blasphemous
tobacco.
constructs that fly
An
in the face
Azadir
of all
variant, unless my
decent,
nose deceives me.
humble, hard-working
Hammy
human
used to smoke
folk.
this.
Symbols
Honor
of the
Hilarious.
magical.
He
symbols
leads
of the,
this
the
national
Dry
front for
King.
faith and family.
Phooey. Blasphemous betrayal of all of humanity. Phooey. Our benefactors, the Azadi, they cannot cut every
Her
line,
posture is odd.
arrest every
It's
traitorous
almost like
child.
she's tilting
There's
slightly
more
to one
important things to
side.
do. This is the City Watch's responsibility. But what does the City Watch do?
I'm too far away to
They
get a real
stop
sense of that
good,
person.
honest, simple human folk
Okay,
from meting
aber
out well-deserved justice. They stop us from punishing the magical, that immigrant, for his necromancy and illusionism. Why, only last night, a young cousin of ours
She's humming to
was put
herself.
in
It's a tune I
chains
recognize.
for laying righteous hands
sweet
on
lullaby.
a magical. A magical who'd cast a spell on our young cousin's sister. She'd fallen in with the magical, possessed with dark lust.
Ich habe aber laufen kann ich hier nicht.
Right. What's just? What's moral? Yes. This is what the Watch does. Punishes brave, simple, human folk for doing what's right. For trying to save a young girl's soul from that demon, the magical immigrant.
Honor
No.
Oh Mann.
He leads this
City Watch
national
needs
front for faith and family.
leadership. Mercuria
Hab ich
needs
irgendwie
leadership.
übersehen?
Her clothes
Someone
smell
who can
strongly of
stand
tar
up
and
against
smoke.
the magical and say,
She must be a
"This
factory
far
worker. He
and
smells
no
of lavender
further."
oil. Maybe
Someone
he's a
who's willing to
physician.
make sacrifices, to hammer in a few nails to build a home. The Watch is willing to hammer no nails, to build no home. I blame their leader, that woman
She's humming
with
to herself.
unnatural desires.
It's a tune I
And
recognize.
I blame her leaders,
A sweet
that
lullaby.
boneless council, slave to the immigrant, the magical. What can be done? There is only one solution. Change. Change. Yes. Yes.
Okay, aber ich habe
Vote
jetzt alle...
faith and family. Vote blood. Land. Honor.
He must be wearing
And
leather
humanity.
undergarments.
Vote.
They make an
National
unpleasant
Front
creaking
and
noise.
vote for your humble
Das ist die mit dem
human
Lullaby.
servant. Yours truly,
Nothing in
Owner
particular stands
Hilary's.
out.
With my guidance and leadership, the magical, that subhuman immigrant, the dark
I'm too far
necromancer,
away to get
and
nothing in
warlock
particular stands
will
out.
be banished from our home. Our children will be safe to play once more. Our women folks' virtue will be protected. And these ill-lit, occult avenues will be lit by the light of the goddess and crowned with sweet-smelling, homely
Würdest du
herbs.
aufhören zu reden?
Thank you. Thank you all for coming. Thank you.
Ach, ich musste abwarten, bis das vorbei ist. Okay. Okay, hier ist keiner mehr, ne? Alles klar. Ich habe eine, die summt, Ledermann, Tabakmann,
The
Lavendelarzt.
is about acceptance, not disapproval. She smiles upon all good humans. Our common enemy is the filthy immigrant, the necromancer, that demon, the magical. That's what this
Honor
is all
Hilary's.
about. It's
He
about
leads
fighting
this
the
national front for
magical
faith and family.
infestation. It's not about which gods we do or do not worship. No.
Mal gucken.
The Azadi are nothing if
Ist der... Nee, aber kein neuer Charaktereintrag für Honor Hilary's. Das ist eine Karte. Oh, wie praktisch. Ich wusste gar nicht, dass das geht, aber der zeigt nicht an... Doch, der zeigt genau an, wo wir sind. Ist das neu? Ja, auf jeden Fall müssen wir wieder zurück.
open-minded. They'll never curtail your right to worship your gods above.
Musik. Ja, runter ist schon mal eine Idee. Hallo. So, da vorne ist, glaube ich, aber Nee, da muss ich nicht B. Was sind das? Die Grünanlagen. Ich muss irgendwie rechts lang und dann wieder links lang. Hier ging es noch nach rechts.
While my veil is active, they cannot recognize me. Not unless I want them to, or I act carelessly. The pipes are manufactured both locally and in Azadir, and they bring them in by the boatload. They must require thousands of them to cover the city.
Okay. La la la.
After my shift's over, I think I'll head down to that cheap tavern by the harbour. Oh, what's it called again? The Cock and Puss.
Where have you been?
Ja, warte mal. Ich muss hier die Leute dann beschnüffeln, oder was?
Exotic oils, foreign herbs. I sell herbs, ointment. I used to sell all sorts of magical merchandise. But those days are over. Even here in Old Town. That sort of thing can get you shipped out to the re-education camps. I used to sell all sorts of magical merchandise. Do come again. My table's always open, day and night.
The Magicals keep their heads high despite the Azadi threat. It's a test. It's hard to shake the feeling that it's wrong for Magicals to be walking around freely. And I'll have to get used to it. I'm fighting for them now.
I have several sturdy cheeses. You don't look like my usual customers. You're a lot bigger than them. And you're sort of
Margaria's foremost sandwicher here, ready to perform sandwiching to your exact orders.
You don't look like my usual customers. Keep me in mind next time you're peckish, all right? Something to tide you over before tea.
You look like the sort of man who'd appreciate a savoury sandwich. Meat, veggies, spread. On flatbreads, yeast buns or grain rolls. Hot or cold, with a cup of soup or without. What'll it be? I'm not just the best sandwicher in... Tell your friends!
Ja, mach ich.
Sandwiches.
Was ist mit dir?
Tasty
Hübsch.
sandwiches.
Oh, hello. I didn't see you. You're sort of... Oh, next time, maybe.
Ja, genau.
Exotic oils, foreign
Vielleicht muss ich auch erst mit Nico reden.
salves, ointments.
Nico, was ist los? Mein Freund.
Where have you been?
At a National Front meeting, identifying your turncoat.
It takes a traitor to find a traitor. Think you can point him out for us?
I can.
Go on then, before we lose him.
My table's always open, day and night.
He smells of tobacco. I'm not familiar with the scent.
Okay, der ist es nicht.
It's probably a Northlands weed. His breathing is heavy and wet.
Das ist es nicht. Jetzt geht's erst.
His skin
Cured
appears
elwood
red
meat.
and blistered.
Pickled shrimp cheese. Tell your
Perhaps he
friends.
spent too much time in the sun.
I've got each
Margaria's
across the evening
foremost
now.
sandwicher here, ready to perform
Okay, den
sandwiching
kann ich
to
nicht
your
angucken.
exact orders.
His skin appears red and
Den hatte ich
blistered.
gerade.
Perhaps he spent too much time in the sun. He smells of tobacco. I'm not familiar with the scent. It's probably a Northlands weed.
Cured elwood meat.
Kann ich die jetzt auch?
I've got the non-magical medicines your body needs. Fully authorized and licensed. No sorcery.
Ich finde die nicht. Was ist mit dir? Hey,
Margaria's foremost sandwicher here, ready to perform sandwiching to your exact orders.
He smells of tobacco. I'm not familiar with the
Sandwiches.
scent.
I've got
It's
tasty
probably a
sandwiches.
Northlands weed. He smells faintly of camphor, or the pine forests of the north. Maybe lavender oil.
Der Arzt riecht doch nach Lavendel.
His skin appears red and blistered. Perhaps he spent too much time in the sun.
Wo ist denn der Lavendel Oil Man?
He smells faintly of camphor, or the pine forests of the north. Maybe lavender oil.
Okay.
Who are you people? Where are you taking me? You got the wrong man!
War das der Richtige? Ah, erledigt. Okay. Das war der Richtige. Maulwürfeln. Okay, die Maulwürfeln mache ich aber wann anders, weil ich mich langsam vorbereiten muss, zu meiner Verabredung zu kommen. Ich danke fürs Zuschauen und wünsche euch noch viel Spaß. Ich hoffe, es hat Spaß gemacht. Ich muss mal gucken, ob ich, wenn ich wieder mal zu sehr vergeige, ob ich da irgendwas rausschneiden kann, ohne dass es zu viel wegnimmt. Aber Dankeschön und bis zum nächsten Mal. Tschüss.